What's up, guys? Ryan here. Thanks for watching my September 2019 passive income report. Let's get to the numbers. This is going to be probably a longer video because there's a decent amount to talk about with regards to each of the passive income vehicles. So Amazon FBA brought in $5,389.33 of profit. Amazon Merch, $918.35 royalties. Dropship Print on Demand brought in $2,246.60 of profit, and Google Ads brought in $236.06 of ad revenue. All right, so let's get into the in-depth breakdown. All right, so Amazon FBA, I did 2,852 sales, generating $54,177.20 of revenue, of which I kept $5,389.33 as profit. The margin worked out to be a little bit over 9%, I think. My profit analytics tool, Fetcher, that you see, like the dashboard here, they always round down. So this month was not in line with my average months. And the reason for that is that, and you kind of see a little bit by this chart, and I actually have a different chart, but not only did my best selling SKU run out of inventory, which is what you see here on this chart. This is a day-to-day breakdown of the sales of just that one product. But my number one, and then I think because the number one ran out of inventory, the number two ran out of inventory because my repeat customer base probably just went to the next most popular of the brand. And essentially 2 weeks where there were no sales, and kind of leading up to that, there really were not many sales. I mean, on average, I was definitely selling more than let's just say on average 10 units a day. You can see from the chart. There were some big days though where I sold more than that. There were days where it sold at the height. You saw $362.64 of profit generated from that one product alone. So it really hurt to not have it in stock for 2 weeks. And even when it came back in stock, it looks like on the 28th of September, it actually wasn't in stock. It had just reached Amazon's warehouse. And when the inbound shipment gets checked in, the listing will show up as you can buy it again, but it's not available until a certain date. And I think it said October 3rd it's going to be available, but usually they beat that estimate. So if the listing was reactivated on the 28th, they were probably shipping them out on the 30th of September. But yeah, I mean, it hurts. And the reason that it happened was because I had noticed a spike in demand for these products that I've been selling for over 2 years now. But a spike in demand, whether that's just a function of Amazon getting more customers or whatever, you can theorize. These products are sold to businesses, so it's not like there's really any seasonality. It's year-round consistent need. So in order to adjust for that, I had been steadily increasing my order quantities with my supplier, and I was constantly literally selling out, running out of inventory on the day that the next shipment would arrive. And it happened a couple times this year. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to order double. And that way I'll have extra inventory sitting there. And if things hold up the way they've been, then we should be okay. And yeah, so what happened was the supplier, I think, ran out of the raw materials to make them because I put a massive order in. Not only did I order double of this one product that you're seeing here on this chart, but I ordered double of a bunch of the other ones that sell really well. So long story short, 2 weeks out of stock because the supplier screwed me over. It was really them. And I should have probably asked my freight forwarder to ship some via air, because I ended up, I don't know, I don't want to get too in depth, but I had him split the inbound shipment into two different shipments because my supplier was able to produce some initially and then some weeks later. So they're going to get their, I could run out of inventory again. It really just depends on how long it takes for the second half of the shipment to get to Amazon. But it is what it is, guys. This stuff, it's not, then there's plenty of things you can do to avoid this. I have been working with the supplier for over 2 years. I've never had this problem. In the future, if I want to, I can go to a 3PL, a third-party logistics center, and basically it's just an Amazon fulfillment warehouse, but not for Amazon. So you can hopefully get better inventory storage fees and whatnot, and maybe just put an extra few cartons there, and that way if I ever run too low, I can have the 3PL send to Amazon. I had actually talked to a 3PL about doing just that a year and a half ago, and to my surprise, they were not able to like label the cartons for FBA. I was like, hey man, can y'all do this if I need y'all to do it? Because this is pretty much what I'd be using you for. And I was looking into selling on Walmart, but I mean, separate story there. But they said they've never done that, and it was super weird, surprising. All right, so my advertising stats, they are trending up on the month, which is good. My spend went down $42, but my sales increased by $1,450. So that's, my ad spend went down $42. My sales generated went up $1,450. My advertised cost of sale went down 3.86% to $2,460. And again, like where I'm investing the ad dollars is I put a note up here. What I'm really aiming for is to rank organically my products that I launched this year that stuck. Not everything sticks, which is why I say like launch a couple products. Don't just say I'm going to launch 2, launch 6. You don't have to be heavily invested in all 6. Some are going to work out, some won't. You'll get a feel for it after a couple months. My goal is really to just organically rank some of these and start getting consistent profit in 2020. So right now it's like profitability on some of these new ones are either flat or slightly in the red, but their organic rank is steadily increasing, and that's what matters most to me. And then last, you guys have seen this video on my channel if you're a regular watcher, but I almost got banned from selling on Amazon. The short story is I recorded a video for my Amazon FBA course, and in the tutorial of how to create product listings, I had created a basically duplicate product listing in my account. That's against Amazon's policy, as you would imagine. When they're cleaning it up for the fourth quarter, when they see massive spikes in traffic, so they're known to do like sweeps, automated sweeps in Q3 and look for these violations. I got hit with an automated suspension with like 7 days to appeal, and then you'd appeal and you get another 7 days if it wasn't perfect. I had to hire an Amazon agency to basically help me write the appeal. And I actually learned that some people charge as much as like $4,000 to $5,000 to help with these appeals. So rather than other people have to pay that much, because I almost did, I was freaking out. I ended up only having to pay like $300 for the help of that agency. But I published the appeal to my YouTube channel. So the same appeal that I would have paid like $4,000, $5,000 to, and the guy who's charging that much is an ex-Amazon. They call themselves Amazonians. So he's taking advantage of the fact that like he's got that inside knowledge, and it's not well documented. Amazon will hit you with an automated email that says you're going to be permanently suspended unless you send an appeal. There's no template for how to write an appeal. And if you respond and ask them how to write it, that counts as one of your attempts at appealing. So if you say, and their email says, we're here to help. So if you say, oh, I saw you said that you're here to help. Can you show me how to write an appeal? That will count as one of your appeals. So it's really like, it's cutthroat, man. They don't care. They make 6 figures every year off me selling on the platform, and they were willing to just let me go just like that. So they don't care. So anyways, be careful, guys. But that's really a story for September. I'm back on track, hopefully in October. I hopefully will not run out of inventory for some of for my most popular SKUs. And if that's the case, I should be just fine. So Amazon merch, I did 274 sales, generating $2,983.99 in revenue, of which I kept $918.35 of royalties for an average royalty of $3.42. You can see the breakdown between USA, UK, and Germany here. And there really was not too much notable about my September with Amazon merch because I was tier 10,000 and I had maxed my slots. So I just kind of sat back and let it be, I don't usually create too many AMS ads for my Amazon merch products unless I think they have like really high potential and I think they're going to be like competitive and I want to invest a little bit of money to try to secure like a high organic rank. But it's rare that I do that because I'm spread really thin. If I had more time in the day, if there were 48 hours in a day, I would do like way more AMS headline search ads and whatnot. But again, some big news happened towards the end of the month. I got tiered up to tier 20,000, literally doubling my upload slots available. And I'd published a video on my channel about this about a week ago. And I should mention it only took less than 3 months for me to make it from tier 10,000 to 20,000. And with my upload slots doubled, literally 10,000 more were added to my account. I kind of briefly talk about in this other video, what my plans are for how to approach tier 20,000 and try to fill up as many of these slots as possible heading into the fourth quarter. what I'm thinking, I'll mention it now at a high level, is I want to leverage, because keep in mind, guys, like I work a day job, I work a second job 2 nights a week teaching at a local university. Like it's all web development. I wish I could talk more about the passive income e-commerce stuff, but they're not paying me to do that. But I really want to leverage the automation tools over at Merch Titans. Like I've already used them to not only max my 10,000 upload slots at Amazon Merch, but also upload those same designs to other print-on-demand websites like Teespring, TeePublic, Zazzle, Spreadshirt, Wish, Printful, Etsy, etc., Shopify. But also there's other tools. There's tools that can like integrate. If you've ever seen Canva.com, there's tools that integrate with Canva.com to help automate like variable design. So I can say world's best mom, world's best dad, world's best grandma, and it'll do it automatically, swap the words and save the design. And then what I'm thinking is I will make designs that not only will work as t-shirts, but I can also double down on with Kindle Direct Publishing, because they have an automation tool for automating uploads to KDP, which manually uploading KDP kind of sucks. I'm planning on doing some videos in the near future, like very short-term future, walking through Kindle Direct Publishing or KDP and showing the automation tool for that. But anyways, I'm talking a lot about automation. I don't want to rub you guys the wrong way. Like I'm at a point where I don't have enough time to do a lot of this stuff manually, so I have to lean on those tools. It's not like you don't need the automation. And especially if you're new to print on demand, you shouldn't be using them initially. You should learn the ropes. Like definitely slug it out manually while you're getting started. I've been at this for a while though, so I don't have enough time, so I really need to lean on them to take advantage of the 20,000 slots. And then I also obviously want to make as much money as possible from each design. So not only uploading to all these various print-on-demand platforms, including Amazon Merch, but also Kindle Direct Publishing is going to be great. And you can even take them and put them on like coffee mugs. You know what I mean? It's not just t-shirts that you don't have to restrict yourself to that one product type. So that's what I'm thinking about now. I'm recording this in October. It's October 3rd. You'll hopefully hear me talking about, when you hear my October 3rd income report, you'll hear me talking about how my plan was successful and that I have a bunch of these upload slots filled. And so that's pretty much it for Amazon Merch in September. All right, guys, so Dropship Print on Demand, I did 396 sales, generating $2,246.60 of profit. Now, I did 158 sales through Amazon.com, 14 through Amazon.co.uk, and I apologize, I have not been separating my sales from Amazon.com and .co.uk for very long in my income reports, so I wish I could like look back historically and see the trend, but I personally think that I've been seeing I've noticed a increase in Europe sales basically on Amazon.co.uk. Now, I should just mention, if you guys are wondering like how can I start selling there, it's a separate Seller Central monthly fee, right? It's literally a separate login. Instead of sellercentral.com, you go to sellercentral.amazon.co.uk, I think is the URL. So it's separate, like separate browser tabs, separate Printful store. Printful won't charge you for starting a extra store for .co.uk, but like Amazon will charge you the $40 a month for the pro seller account. As long as you can project making over $40 a month profit though to cover those fees, then it's, the rest, it's going to be profitable, and every product you push, it's going to be there forever. So keep that in mind. So it's like the earlier you start, as long as you're consistent, you should be able to project profitability over time by increasing and like expanding to different marketplaces. Printful's got their fulfillment center in Riga, Latvia. I think that's the name of where it's at. Never been over there, but I think that's actually their headquarters. So yeah, they tag each product with like USA and EU to show where it can be fulfilled. And after a while, you just pretty much memorize it. Like I've got most of them memorized at this point, the ones that I sell my designs on. So anyways, yeah, put that on your radar. It's worth considering if you're really invested in this print on demand stuff long term, which it's a long term business model. I always love to remind people that. So you got to approach it with that understood. Like, don't infringe on like people's intellectual property trying to make a short-term dollar. This is long-term. Be in it for the long run. All right, eBay, one sale. I'm planning on maybe using like the Printful, the Merch Titans to Printful automation to use Printful to eBay and upload a bunch of products for the holidays. Because eBay also, like, they'll give you free product listings if you look at the Seller Hub. You just have to activate the promotions, and they're constantly running them. So you can, like, take advantage of all these free listings and list print-on-demand products and just, if they're not working, just deactivate. But heading into the fourth quarter, I mean, you're going to see a spike in sales across the board. So like I always say, cover as much online real estate as possible, including eBay. All right, Etsy, I did 108 sales. The big news of the month, which I'll talk about, is related to Etsy after I cover the sales by platform. So Redbubble, 100 sales. Spreadshirt, 9 sales. TeePublic, 5 sales. Teespring, 1 sale. And Zazzle, 0 sales. I've been looking into Teespring a lot lately. I've had some consulting calls where people wanted to talk to me in depth about Teespring, kind of their boosted network. So I might do a video talking about that in the near future. But clearly, I'm not like super successful with Teespring, only getting like 1 sale a month really. And you can see they show you like how many impressions your products are getting. So keep in mind, it's like if I'm uploading the same products to all these platforms, which I am, Teespring organic visibility is generating 1 sale. And it's not even organic visibility. Every sale I've ever made to the platform has been through the boosted network. So that's where they're, I think, paying for advertising on my behalf. But yeah, I mean, if I upload all my products to all the marketplaces, this is what you get. You can see which marketplaces get the most organic visibility, like Redbubble, Etsy, Amazon, right? Zazzle's struggling. So the big news for this month was that Etsy replaced their promoted listings with, Etsy advertising. I've done a couple videos about this earlier in the month. The big thing is like they abruptly opted everybody from promoted listings into Etsy advertising. So my $60 to $70 per day advertising budget, which I never got close to spending, was all of a sudden being spent every day. Because with Etsy advertising, you lose control of your cost per click bids on Etsy, and you're automatically opted into Google Shopping, which means Etsy's charging their sellers, or they're basically forcing their sellers that want to advertise to pay Google to drive traffic to Etsy. Because there's nothing stopping somebody clicks your ad that you pay for from Google to bring them to Etsy, and then they don't buy your listing and they go buy somebody else's. Well, congrats. You just paid on Etsy's behalf to make Etsy money and make somebody else money with your Google Shopping. So it's BS, man. Everybody's mad. I put a video out earlier. This is the video. It got a ton of views, ton of upset people in the comments. But just spread the word, man, because they really screwed some people over, like me included. There were, I think it only happened for like maybe 3 days. But those 3 days, I was spending like, I think it's $65 a day is what I had my budget at. Those 3 days, I was maxing that budget out every day. So what I did since then is I changed it to $1 a day. And then I had somebody reach out to me earlier this week, I think. And they said if you put it at $3.99 per day, you will advertise on Etsy, but not Google Shopping. So I'm testing that out, and I'll follow up with you guys if that in fact works. But if it works, I mean, that's great, because the whole thing is you don't want to be opted into Google Shopping. Even if you're paying to advertise on Etsy and you can't control your cost per click bids, like I put my stats down here. My average cost per click was 26.2 cents. But here's the thing. This number still factors in when I was spending like $65 a day for a couple days. So my real stats will be visible next month, when the whole month I had the low daily budgets. And I mean, I had looked at it, and my average cost per click prior to them getting rid of Etsy promoted listings was around like 9 to 10 cents per click. So clearly it's gone up by 2.5x by that. But I'm anticipating like next month it'll be better. It'll be curved. Like, these stats are not really worth overreacting to. It's really thrown off by those couple days. But one thing I will say is that in basically me turning off Etsy advertising by changing my budget to $1, I didn't see much of a decline in sales. Like, I was still seeing a ton of organic sales that were not generated through ads. So hopefully when you watch my next month income report for October, you'll see like, well, regardless of the advertising stats, because I mean at $3.99 a day, and I have no control. Literally, I have no control. So I mean, with Amazon, it's like I can control my bids, I control my budgets at the ad group level, campaign level. Like, there's a strategy. With Etsy, they've removed the strategy. It's just like rolling the dice and hoping for the best. But either way, hopefully, like, I'll have more sales, and it'll have cost me $3.99 times 30 days in the month, or 31 days in the month. Essentially what I'm saying is I'll spend a lot less money on ads and still generate the same number of sales, which means more profit for me. And that's what I'm hoping for. All right, and that's it for Dropship print on demand on the month. The last thing I did was I had published a blog post here where I shared my, that's not it. This is it right here. I shared my Redbubble product pricing by product type. It's all on my blog if you guys want to check it out, ryanhogue.com. I always put a link in the description, so if you guys are on Redbubble, you can see what I use as my markup percentage to get to these nice pricing psychology driven numbers, essentially, to hopefully increase my conversions. So that's it for Dropship Print on Demand. All right, guys, so bringing it all together, I did $5,389.33 of profit on Amazon FBA, $918.35 of royalties on Amazon merch. Dropship Print on Demand generated $2,246.60 of profit, and Google Ads brought in $236.06 of ad revenue. Altogether, this totaled $8,790.34 of passive income profit on the month. And I should just note really quickly, guys, that I'm spread thin. I love doing this stuff. I'm clearly passionate about the passive income vehicles that you see in front of you, but I also took a ton of time doing things like making these YouTube videos and creating these courses for Amazon FBA and Amazon merch. And I'm working on the third course. These are time consuming. Those of you that have enrolled in them know how much time and effort I put into them. I challenge you to find a more thorough course on either topic on the internet. So, just keeping that in mind, I don't talk about money generated from them. It's not significant. I'm not charging $1,000 for these courses or $2,000 like some people do, even though my courses are just as good, if not better than those courses. I charge a fair price. Right now, they're priced at $300. That will probably go up in the future. But yeah, just need to mention that. That's where a lot of my time and effort's been, in addition to the passive income vehicles you see here, in addition to working 2 jobs. $8,790.34 of passive income profit. It's lower than normal, again, primarily due to going out of stock for my top 2 best-selling Amazon FBA SKUs. But I'm happy, clearly I'm happy with taking that amount of profit away from the month. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please hit that like button. I hope it helps more people see it on the YouTube algorithm. I still have no clue how YouTube works. Everybody tells me I should have more subscribers. Speaking of subscribing, if you haven't already, it would be awesome if you did. And guys, if you have any questions, comments, feedback, you can always hit me up below. I see everything. I try to read and respond to everything. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you at the next one.
Passive Income School is open. Enroll now at ryansmethod.com. Thank you.